Let's talk about using the TVM solver to make regular payments into a fund. Part 1. We deposit $250 every month into a fund which grows at the rate of 6% annual interest compounded monthly. Determine how much we have after 40 years. A fund like this into which we make regular payments, notice not just one payment but regular payments, is called an annuity, or a sinking fund if we do it in order to save up money for a future expense. We solve this using TVM solver. For a TI-83 Plus or a TI-84, press Apps or Finance, then choose Finance, then TVM solver. For a TI-83, press Finance, that's second, X inverse, Enter, and then TVM solver. For a TI Inspire, press On, that is turn it on, choose Calculate, press Menu, and then choose Finance, and then Finance solver. So again, here's our problem. $250 every month. Fund grows at 6% annual interest compounded monthly. How much do we have after 40 years? We will enter the values we know, put our cursor at the value we do not know, then press Solve, that's Alpha, Enter, on the TI-83 or TI-84. On the TI Inspire, we will instead press Enter. Here's all of the information you need. You can copy this down now or take a screenshot, but we'll be going through this bit by bit over the next few minutes. So again, here's our problem. N is the number of compounding periods. N is always greater than 0. In this case, n equals 40 times 12. And you don't need to put down 480. You can just put down 40 times 12, and the calculator is smart enough to know that that is 480 degrees. I'm sorry, 480. Let's talk about using TVM solver for regular payments into a fund, Part 1. We deposit $250 every month into a fund which grows at the rate of 6% annual interest compounded monthly. Determine how much we have after 40 years. A fund like this into which we make regular payments, note it's not just one payment but regular payments, is called an annuity, or a sinking fund if we do it in order to save up money for a future expense. We solve this using TVM solver. For a TI-83 Plus or a TI-84, press Apps or Finance, then choose Finance, then TVM solver. For a TI-83, press Finance, that's second, X inverse, Enter, then TVM solver. For a TI Inspire, press On, choose Calculate, press Menu, then choose Finance, and then Finance solver. Again, here's our problem. $250 every month, 6% annual interest compounded monthly. How much after 40 years? We will enter the values we know, put our cursor at the value we do not know, then press Solve, that's Alpha, Enter, on the TI-83 or 84. On the TI Inspire, we would instead press Enter. Here's all the information we need to solve the problem. This is what TVM solver is like on the calculator. You can copy down all of this now, or you can copy it down as we go through it over the next few minutes. Again, $250 every month. Fund grows at 6% annual interest compounded monthly. How much do we have after 40 years? N is the number of compounding periods, so N is always going to be greater than 0. In this case, N is 40 times 12, 40 years, 12 months per year. And you can just enter 40 times 12. You don't have to enter 480 because the calculator is smart enough to calculate what 40 times 12 is. I%, that's your annual interest rate expressed as a percent, not as a decimal. In this case, I% equals 6. Don't enter 0.06, just enter 6. 0.06 is for the formula, not for the TI. PV is the present value, or the initial amount. In case of a loan, the amount of the loan goes here. In this case, PV equals 0. There is no initial amount. PMT is the amount of regular, that is monthly or annual payments. In this case, PMT equals negative 250. Why negative? Cash outflows are negative amounts. Cash inflows are positive amounts. So money that comes out of your wallet should be entered as a negative number. FV is future value. In this case, FV is what we want to know, so put anything there and move on, like your phone number, or your social security number, your date of birth, whatever. P/Y is payment periods per year. This is always greater than 0. In this case, P/Y is 12, since we're making monthly deposits. C/Y is compounding periods per year, and that will generally be the same as P/Y. In this case, C/Y is 12. Some TIs will automatically fill this in, making it the same as P/Y. Choose end or beginning. End or begin, depending on whether payments are made at the end or the beginning of the payment period. Let n be the default value, so choose end. Okay, here's all the information. Move the cursor to FV, Then press solve, that's alpha enter on the TI-83 or TI-84. Press enter if you're on a TI Inspire. And there's what you get as your answer, $497,872.68. Here's the problem we just solved. Okay, $250 every month, 6% annual interest compounded monthly. Determine how much we have after 40 years. That's $497,872.68. Now determine what annual interest rate we would need if we wanted to end up with $600,000, as opposed to the measly $497,872.68. So all of that information is the same. N is the same. Okay, look at this. N's going to be the same. I, well, this is what we want to know. So put anything here and move on. Put a 0 here. PV, that's the same. Payments, the same. FV, this had to be changed. So you make that a 600,000. P/Y, C/Y, this is the same. Payment is the same. Okay, move the cursor to I%, because that's what we want to know. Press solve, or enter if you're a TI Inspire. And that's your answer. You end up with 6.67944%.